Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Gashis Kimani, the Tourist Man, Black Africa. Raila Amolo Odinga is set to make a major announcement tomorrow, Thursday. This one is coming after Raila Amolo Odinga, Martha Karua, Oparanya, Peter Munya, and the other Azimio principals met yesterday. And they had a discussion. And they expected again to meet on Friday. On that day, he will make a major announcement. And when you ask me, I think this one has all the way to do with the national dialogue. If you ask me, I don't like the way Azimio is being treated. If you ask me, I don't like the way Kenya Kwanza is taking Raila Amolo Odinga, the way he is being treated, the way they treat him with disdain. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, it is very cold, so I am taking the hot water. Why do I think that the national dialogue is going to collapse? And why should it collapse? If you look at it very keenly, you realize that Kenya Kwanza is not serious with this dialogue. It is not serious when you look at it. When you look at it, you realize that Raila Amolo Odinga and his team are just being taken in circles. That is the truth of the matter. For instance, they were supposed to meet yesterday. Is it yesterday? On Friday, they did not meet. They were receiving petitions from the members of the public. Kimani Ichung'wah said that the technical team need 1 week to go through the petition. Then they would meet on Monday next week. When you look at this, you see a government that is taking Azimio in circles. When you look at it, especially when you listen to Rigathi Gachagua, when he was addressing them and was telling them that there's no way the servers would be audited. When you listen to this, you realize that even Gachagua and his team are actually opposed publicly against this. You know, in government, this is what we call collective responsibility. How can the president pull in this direction and then the deputy president is pulling in the opposite direction? And the president is not even reprimanding his deputy. The president is not even responding to the deputy. This one tells you that this is a deliberate scheme to frustrate Raila Amolo Odinga. That is why I strongly believe that Raila Amolo Odinga announcement tomorrow is likely to be about withdrawing from this dialogue, because he has realized that he's being taken in circles. I'm saying they're just buying time. They are buying time because they know that they are not serious. Indeed, they are wasting Azimio's time, if you ask me. And that's why they are very busy in the campaign, because they realized that Wakenya wengi walikuwa wanauga mkono Raila Amolo Odinga's move, especially calling people to picket, peaceful demonstrations, peaceful petition. And many people, if you ask me, majority of the country, in fact, as per the research that was carried out by Infratech, that 43% of Kenyans, is that 343, believes that the country is headed in the wrong direction. So when you look at this, you realize that Azimio is being taken in circles. Kenya Kwanza is just wasting time. Kenya Kwanza is just buying time. Again, when you look at Kenya Kwanza, you realize that there is no commitment. Nobody is committed to this dialogue. And in fact, sometimes I sympathize with Kalonzo. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is one person who is very dedicated, one person who is very committed. But when you look at Ichung'wah hardly even graced those meetings. most of the time you realize it is Cecile Barire, the able governor, who is trying to co-chair the meeting with Kalonzo Musyoka. Rarely do we find such important meeting being delegated to the deputies. This one tells you that there is no commitment at all. This dialogue, I've said, is meant to frustrate Raila Amolo Odinga. Nothing else. The objectives is to buy time. And I think I've heard Kenya Kwanza wakisema hivi. And none other than Gachagua, kuna wakati ambapo walikuwa wakisema wakati wanakutana pale, Kishungu wanakutana pale, rais wetu anaendelea na kazi. Rais wetu ambaye tunamwombea sana kulingana na Gachagua. You always talk about rais wetu, vile tunafaa kumwombea, president wetu, vile tunafaa kumwombea. And this one is funny because Raila Amolo Odinga now seems to be waking up. In fact, I was telling an Azimio guy that because I know he's afraid of Raila Amolo Odinga, that he should advise Raila Amolo Odinga to do away with this dialogue because it's not going to yield anything. Because according to Kenya Kwanza, what they want is just about the reconstitution of IBC and that office of the leader of the opposition. And this one is not even good for Raila Amolo Odinga. And again, this is also against the constitution. Our constitution does not have that post of the leader of the opposition. What we have is the leader of minority and the leader of majority. So why should Raila Amolo Odinga be forced to take an unconstitutional office? And after all, why should he take it? Yet he says that he won the elections. Why? So when you look at it, this national dialogue is not going anywhere. This national dialogue is meant to deflate Raila Amolo Odinga. You know very well that Azimio and Raila Amolo Odinga had become very, very popular, very emboldened, and they were very much focused. And they had taken the country by storm. And everybody was talking about maandamano, for instance. Lakini sasa ukiangalia utaona kwamba it's like a balloon that is being deflated slowly by slowly. And finally, it will be completely deflated. And once it is deflated, Raila Amolo Odinga will be clueless. Raila Amolo Odinga will have realized that he has wasted a lot of time. So the move by Raila Amolo Odinga, well, I don't know, but I think if he's not calling for withdraw from the dialogue, I don't know why he's calling the meeting, because he is going to make a major announcement. And again, when I look at this issue, I say that it is meant to lower the political temperature of the country. To lower the political temperature of the country because of many reasons, including that summit, climate summit that was in Nairobi just the other day. You can imagine, wakati kuna maandamano, Raila anaitisha maandamano, and the heads of state from Africa are assembling in Nairobi. So you can imagine the image of the country. So when William Samoei Ruto is trying to show that he is having dialogue with Raila Amolo Odinga, the truth of the matter, the fact of the matter, he is just trying to lower the temperature of the country such that he can be able to govern, such that he can be able to lead. So Raila Amolo Odinga needs to be very, very careful. And I strongly believe that after that announcement, the politics of this country will be on another level. The political temperatures are likely to be very, very high. They are likely to reach boiling point by the end of next week. Simply because Kenya Kwanza is not genuine. Simply because I strongly believe that Raila Amolo Odinga can actually call for maandamano. But do you think if he calls for maandamano, do you think Kenyans are going to come out in large numbers as they did last time? Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you, do you think Raila Amolo Odinga should withdraw from the national dialogue or he should continue? Let me know through the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, let us interact with that part of this video. And also remember to like this video. Remember to keep peace wherever you are, because Kenya currently is moving in the wrong direction. And one thing I like about Kenyans is their resilience. Even if the country is moving in the wrong direction, and they believe the country is moving in the wrong direction, what there is that they have maintained peace. And in another video, we are going to give the reason why the country is moving in the wrong direction 1 year after William Samoei Ruto came into power. Till next time, bye-bye.